Wow. Hello. That was loud. Anybody here? How you doing? What's new? I'm working on my lighting. I'm working on all my tech. Damn it! No. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. It's Friday. Welcome to my Friday stream, which is a lot like my Thursday, Wednesday, everyday stream. In that we're gonna play some Flight Simulator, and then we're gonna do music. And we're gonna drink some Diet Coke. You know, it wouldn't be really a stream without Diet Coke. Look at that. Ooh, it's all frosty looking. Come on, that's gotta be like a TV commercial right there. So, as you guys know, I'm never satisfied with my tech arrangement, and never will be. It'll be different on a day-to-day basis. So today's difference is the camera that I like, the this camera here that I was using before. It's got a nice big lens, and it's got a big sensor on it, but it's kind of noisy. It was real noisy. It was way too fucking noisy. So I have this other camera, which is also, I think I'm figuring out how I can use it, that I already had. It was this Nexco Iris. So I'm going to switch. I switched them. I interchanged them. Both use the same USB connector, which is nice, and the same kind of physical connection to where I plug things in. So it's not that hard to switch between them. Except then I have to go into OBS and redo everything. So that's fine. So that's what I was doing for about an hour today. And then I'm trying to figure out how to do something where I can automatically switch the camera from my first half to the second half of the stream, the music half, which is when I move this camera this way physically. But this camera zooms in enough that I don't have to physically touch it. I should just be able to click a button and have it pan it automatically. So that's what I've been working on setting up today. A magic button. I don't know if it's going to work. This camera seems to freeze up every now and then, more than I'd like it to. During the testing phase. So I don't know if it's going to freeze up during the actual stream or not. But there's a good chance it will. I mean, it'll take me a second to realize that main camera is freezing up. But if it does that, I might go back to might be better to go back to a camera that's it's got some noise to the image, which you probably don't notice that much. This is a better quality image. I mean, the focus is great. It's not going to this is a fixed focus lens. So one thing you know about it is it's never going to autofocus out on you, and it's a good quality lens. It's not as big as that surveillance camera lens. But the camera, the color, I had to mess with it a lot. But I think I've got it where the colors are about where I'd like to see them be, and kind of the lighting, kind of the. It's a lot more realistic, I think, to the eye. Right? What are we doing here? No, that's not it. Gaming with Cam. There we go. All right. So I messed up. I messed with this camera again. I'm already thinking it's a little too big. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do a little of this. We're gonna do a little of this here. I want to see my sign, and that's about it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I like that. We're just messing with it a little bit. So today, before I went to stream, we did get an update on two new planes from the Demos Inc. company, which I have quite a few of their planes, and they're good. One of them and they have like all those Russian planes, but they also have the F5 Tiger as an update. This one here. I want to see, and we still have the weapons-based liveries, which I haven't really tried too much. But we might try a regular livery here. How about NASA? I haven't tried nearly any of these. Some kind of update to this plane today. And when there's an update, that always makes me go, well, let's try the plane. Let's try it and see how it looks. What's my audio? I just want to check my audio level here. Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's about there. Perfecto. All right. So we select a livery. We have selected, by the way, how you doing on YouTube? I am reading my YouTube chat. If you want to talk, we can talk. I can tell you about my stream if you haven't been here before. Basically the first half is going to be Flight Simulator, and the second half is I'm going to be playing guitar today, live guitar. I'll be practicing my guitar music. We're going to see how the stream technology holds up today, and whether some things are getting automated that I'm looking forward to automating. All right, so part 2, Where in the world do we want to go? And the whole wide world is open to us. Any suggestions? Any suggestions at all? We could be it doesn't have to be, we can make it daytime. Doesn't have to be nighttime. If it's good weather, bad weather, we can make it good weather. How about Dublin? During the daytime, of course. All right, we'll start at this Air Force base, which makes some sense, I would think. And we're going to start. I think we were able to get it started up pretty easily. Well, we're going to find out if we can. Part of this whole thing is me setting up the starting up the plane, and then we make a flight simulator. We fly around a city, then we land. I'm going to mess with my camera angle a little bit here. This one here. So I'm going to give myself a little more room there. Move the whole thing back a little there. See how that looks. Yeah, that's about right. Move around a little bit. Got my controller here. Oh, looking forward to Friday. I mean, it's going to be a rainy weekend. It's supposed to rain tomorrow here, so it's not necessarily going to be a lovely weekend, but I'm still looking forward to it. Going to be hanging out, watching some movies, probably stream tomorrow, stream on Sunday, stream Monday. Thinking about taking Tuesdays off. We'll see how that goes. Because I still have to work on Tuesdays. All right, looks kind of cloudy. We could probably do something about that. Let's take a look at our situation here. We might need a pushback. That is a gorgeous looking plane, though. My goodness. Very nice. I mean, it's just, both on the people who originally made the plane and the people who built this simulator version. All right, what do we want? Let's turn things on. Panel lights. Probably need them on eventually. Panel lights. Oh, just off and on. Eventually. What do we want here? Nav. Okay, what's here? Transponder. Light. Out. What are these? Off. I don't know what those. I don't know what those are for. We'll not worry about those for now. Oxygen. Emergency. What's over here? Oh, yeah, we want to remove those. Battery on. Generators on, I believe. Definitely. We don't need these. This is all good, I believe. Shoot, this is a great plane. It's got its own. It's got a chute for landing. Tail. What is this here? Smoke. This generic on off. I don't think we need those. Okay. Can we start yet? Or do we have to activate the engines? What are these here? Fuel. Engine start left. Starting. Let's see if it looks like it's going to start the engine. I don't know if it is. We may have not have turned on something we need to turn on. Landing lights. Starting. Oh, actually it is starting up. We should be seeing something over there. It takes a while to start these. Oh, by the way, can we open the canopy? Because that's always fun. I think we can. Parking brake, nozzle steering. I think the canopy is back here. In there? No. I think there's a canopy switch somewhere. Pretty sure you can open the canopy. Oh, is it this huge lever? I always say that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a gigantic lever. Oh, watch how it kind of opens back on this hinge. It's really cool. It's a pair of. It's like a suspension thing. It's really cool. Okay, one of our engines is started. Yay! Let's start the other engine. Starting. Perfect. Okay, the other engine's gonna start up too. Don't stand behind it. You're gonna get blown away. It should start up in a second or two. All right, let's take a closer look at some of these instruments here. Hold on. All right, what's this here? Off. What does it say? Fuel something. Just a test switch, I think. Alright, yeah, down here, what's that? Emergency canopy. We don't need that. I'm just checking out what we got here. Those are for, okay, yeah. Autopilot. I gotta get used to that. That's for heading, altitude, vertical speed, and speed mod, and throttle control. Okay, I'm starting to get used to it. How you doing, science? We're back in the Tiger F5. I think we're starting up here. Yeah, okay. It's taking a while, but we're getting both engines to get to the idle. And it looks like we're going to need a pushback. Where is the parking brake? Where is the parking brake? Is it on or off? It's right here. Off. Okay, but we don't want to move forward. Parking brake on. Can you give me a pushback? Radio off? Ooh, okay, well that's interesting. Where is the radio on, man? What are these? Dim. I thought it was over here. Transponder. Oh, yeah, these. Light. Audio. Any of these? Apparently not. Where would the radio stuff be? Maybe down in here? Well, we may not have a radio. We can't figure out how to turn her on. Not that I care. Yeah, because I don't remember the radio be something over here. What's here? Yeah. These are just testing. No radio. Interesting. Okay, let's try turning all of these switches on. See if any of them affect whether the radio is effectively turned on. That's definitely not it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do something nerdy and get real close to the screen and zoom in and see something here says radio. This is channel. I think that's kind of a radio. This is COM. Okay, yeah. So why is it all turned off? Why is my radio off? And where's the on switch for it? Yeah, that's the radio. And it is turned off. I'm sure there's a switch that says turn it on. So I'm going to look and see if I can find it. Cabin temperature, engine, boost pumps. It's a realistic scenario here. I just don't know where everything is. I bet there's a manual. No, it's none of those. Turned all these on, right? Whether they do anything. Navigational. That's not power. Beacon, that's not going to matter. Right? That's not going to matter. Okay. Let's see if we can find this down there. Nav mode off. Doesn't do anything. These don't do anything. Okay. Down here. Thing where something would even be. Interesting. Oh, or these are switches here. Hold on a second. Master. Avionics Master. It's a really hard to find switch. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can get a pushback. Will it even do that?
Donald Ground KNSH 9er requesting pushback.
Let's see if it'll do it for us. It's gonna look weird because we're not a jumbo jet, but it'll do the job that we need it to do. Get a little immersion going here. They should fix this someday to make it look kind of realistic, but you wouldn't get a pushback on these small planes anyway. You know, so it's not really realistic that we need one, but we do need one. Give her a second. I think it'll work. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure we need one. Is she moving at all? Are you doing anything? This is silly. I don't think I do this too much. I've done it a couple times. It usually works. But it doesn't always, you know, maybe sometimes they break stuff. If you wait long enough, she might kind of like click in there. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Yeah. We don't need it. Watch. We don't need it because realistically we can go through this plane right here. Oh look, the canopy goes down automatically. I love some of these systems. All right, what is it doing here? Okay, back to clearance. All right, where are we heading? I forgot where we are. Wait, no, go down again. Yeah, fine. We'll figure out where we are shortly.
Donald Brown KNSH 9er ready to taxi, departing straight out with whiskey.
Oh yeah, Dublin, Ireland. I think it's to the east that we want to eventually leave. Why are you opening again? Oh, this could be a bug. I think it's because I opened it while it was it'll open again as soon as I stop. I'll be fine. It won't open while we're in the air. They just updated this plane, and I think it's a complicated system, and I think there's some bugs. But I don't, and of course it doesn't say what they updated. Right? Are we at the wrong side of the runway? We're fine. Okay, let's go. We're going the other direction, and they'll be fine. Nice. Flaps to take off. We're out of here. I'm already bored of sitting on the ground. Well, I'm not. I like doing this stuff. I like the ground operations. I shouldn't say I'm bored. If I were bored, it'd be a problem for the stream. Thank goodness. I find this relaxing, not boring. We're not even going to give. We're going to give us just military power here. We don't really need afterburners. All right, Flaps, so we're going to head east. And we're going to check out Dublin, I think. Why not? So I think it's east. It's a little loud. This plane's a little loud from the out, realistically, as it should be. Quite loud on the outside. But it's pretty relaxing on the inside. I do like flying a realistic weapon system-based plane. Now, I do have the versions that have the weapons pods on the bottom, but I'm not really sure why we need those.
Donald Tower KNSH 9er frequency change.
Alright, we're going to stay low. Because I think there's going to be a lot of clouds where we want to go. But we're going to want to be low. Yeah, it's kind of gloomy. Now this is probably realistic weather. Gloomy. Being that it's Dublin, Ireland, and it's not in the summer. So we're gonna do the let's pretend it's a beautiful day hack. You know what I mean? You know how I feel about gloomy days during my flying. It makes for a different feel. I mean, first you get used to it. You go, yep, that's what it'd be like actually like flying around here on a gloomy day. But this would be a perfect summer day. All right, so let's get out of here. But you're like, where were you going? Well, I'm going to Dublin Castle. All right, meet me there. And we'll have a fist fight. Yeah, just the two of us. And we're going mighty fast here, but boy, we went so fast the level of detail I had to click in there. Looks like there's kind of a modern part and an old part. Dublin Castle. Or a part that they're working on. That's nice. I'm gonna guess that basically this is it. Or, because everything else seems like it's kind of arrayed around some of these structures and, typically the castle or, maybe towards the water. But that's going to be probably the old town, Dublin. It's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I don't want to live. That's why, I pay more to live in California. We have more days like this. Okay. But I'm sure, hey, everywhere has a beautiful day every now and then. So this is technically it's realistic. It's not realistic for today. Oh, football stadium. By which I mean European football. I'm pulling max G's so we can check it out. That was like 5 G's. Okay. Kind of typical. Now, this is the time of the stream. Will we take a short break? No, well, it's a long story. Well, one reason is it's best to watch the games live. And in America, when we have the games on Sunday mornings and afternoons, it's like it's like really late at night on a Sunday, like midnight on a Sunday. That's when the games are. If you want to watch them live in Europe, it's really bad. So you gotta, so you can't really watch, you can't really get into the sport. And the same thing as us. The most important games that are European soccer games, European football, are live at a bad time for us. And so it's really, I think primarily it's that geographical issue that, you can't really watch there. All right, so we're over Dublin, not California. I'm very close to Dublin, California, so that's why I'm trying to tell you there. But no. Oh yeah, okay, that's what it looks like. So where is the stadium here? Because I also want to see the University College. Okay, there's the stadium. We want to go south. That's the Aviva Stadium, Okay, so we want to go south from here. We want to go to the college. Okay, so there'd be the golf course, and then on the left, and then we're going to see the college. Hold on a second. We're going to make a sharp turn here. There's a bunch of golf courses, though. So, but there's going to be a big course on the left here. And then on the right here, this is University College of Dublin, around here? There, I think, maybe, according to the map, I think if I got it right. Yeah, we're going pretty fast. Okay, all right. Let's come back, swing around. A lot of golf courses. Hey, Donia. You're pretty much on time for you. Hey, well, you haven't missed the Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I would say you're doing well. This is Dublin, Ireland. We had an update to this plane, the F5 today, and I managed to get it off the ground, and it was a little iffy. So I'm just getting used to how it flies again. It's one of my newest acquisitions. I just bought it for $20 last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. So it's definitely a an add-on plan. Comes with this is actually a NASA livery. There's NASA on the back, which I wrote. It's cool. NASA apparently uses similar planes to these, but not these. The trainer version, the two-seater has trainers. This is a one-seater version. But yeah, I was having trouble getting the radio turned on until I found that these were buttons here. But it's got a lot of buttons. I think I got everything turned on. I'm not sure that's good. It's flying well. Plenty of gas. So there's this Aviva Stadium for an airplane. Yeah, well, normally they cost, in a real world, they cost about $40 million. So I thought it was a good deal. Somebody was saying in somebody else's stream that they're trying to get a job painting airplanes. Actually getting up there and painting the actual airplane, because it's a good paying job, because it can cost $200,000 to paint an airplane. And I was saying, look, I can get 10 paint jobs for $5. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So, by the way, we're going back. I think Dublin Castle is basically the heart of the city, but I want to see what it says here on where's Trinity? Trinity College, College Park. Where is that relative to the Dublin Castle? Right, that's right. Well, it's all right around the same area. Okay, it's right next to that bridge. Remember this there. I also think this is okay, so that round area there is. Let's figure it out. I'm looking at Google Maps over here. Okay, right there. Okay. So back this way, got it. This is Trinity College, kind of behind us there, back there. Trinity College, very famous Dublin thing. And then, right, okay. And that's where we are now. All right, Dublin Castle, what does that say about it? It says, in Google, let's see what it says. It says, paid for a guided tour, £12 each, or euros, excuse me. Work the extra $4 difference from the self-guided tour, or euros, excuse me. A magnificent castle that reminds me more of a palace like Schönbrunn in Vienna, yet not as massive, dating back 800 years. What are we talking about? There. Okay. 800 years. The castle's interior is exquisite, along with the art on display. This is where the British Empire relinquished control to Michael Collins, representing the liberated Irish Republic in 1922. Fascinating to be able to stand where history was made, or fly over where history was made, in our case. Cheers, have a little Diet Coke. Alright, that's Dublin Castle. What else is around here? I mean, basically, this is it. I mean, old Dublin. Yeah. Well, there's kind of another, there's also across the river, but it's not as exciting. It's not got like all the cathedrals and stuff. Alright, let's keep going. So again, this plane is fast, so we don't want to like pass over the whole thing almost right away. Interesting building there. So it's saying, yeah, Trinity College is going to be, I believe, whoops means we're probably going to die shortly. Right here. I think there, right there. Sorry, oh, it doesn't have a building model. Interesting. In fact, I lost a lot of my building models. My program has decided just to give me my satellite map imagery. You can really tell when it's like no, you're just seeing the satellite map, and then you go over here and it will recover eventually. But yeah, that happens very rarely. It just collapsed all the imagery to satellite maps. in that complicated area. It wasn't that complicated too. I wonder what's going on behind the scene. I did make some changes today. I changed out my main face camera, and the reason why is, well, I had another face camera, and the other camera I was using for main camera was kind of noisy. At least I noticed that it was pretty noisy. This one I'm still going to adjust. It looks kind of dark today, but you know, let me come to a little bit of the lighting here. All right, this looks like a perfect place to check our to do landings, because part of what we do is land, and this is a nice long runway here, Dublin International. At least we don't get a satellite overview map of that one. We got the real buildings here. These airports are always quite detailed, and this one is too. I don't know if we've flown over Dublin Airport. I mean, I have. Me. All right. Suppose we were going to line up for a landing on this runway. Could we do it? You know me. I like to have a nice smooth landing every now and then. So we're going to watch our speed. We're going to check out. Okay, that's the runway we want to land on. We're going to slow down. We're going to start putting some flaps out so we can slow down a bit. Because we're not even going to be able to put our landing gear down, so we slow down a bit more than that. Okay, I think we can drop the gear now. Yep, gear's dropping. Here it comes. I love that. All right, we're going to make our turn. We should be nicely lined up. We're not going to ask for permission. All right, we're looking pretty well configured. Speeds are a little slow, so we're going to give us a little gas here. Why is my HUD turned on? I keep remembering that the HUD does not turn on automatically. HUD brightness, come on, give it to me all. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. You need that HUD to land from here. Okay. 154, 153 I'm calling out. Calling this out. Full flaps. Okay. So we're going to land purely with the HUD here. 148. Landing speed's under 120. Well, I mean 130 is fine. Reducing throttle. Put her down. A little gentle. Just a bit of a touch there. Perfect landing. Flaps up. There's speed brakes, but we don't have them. We don't need them. Perfect landing. So that was a nice touch and go. Well, that's, you know, the thing about you know, some cities is I don't consider it a whole stream worth of content necessarily. But being that we're 35 minutes in, I think we'll stick around in this plane and maybe just take off again. I'm basically trying to get my landings down right on this particular one, but that was good. You wouldn't have felt anything. You would have felt that was a good landing. I think. No, you know, no, it was perfect. It was a very soft landing. All right, and especially because we have so much fuel. All right, let's take off again. Where is there in the outside of Dublin that might be of interest? We haven't really done the outskirts. Not much around there. I guess a lot of towns and stuff. We could practically get to England if we supersonic it. Not that far. Is it? I don't know how far it is. Can you get there in 15 minutes at supersonic speeds? Let's find out. because we got another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna do a guitar stream. We're gonna play guitar. Okay, which way's longer? That way. We don't need much of the runway because we're gonna afterburner it. All right, hit it, hit it. This plane does not like to be on the ground. All right, that's afterburner. It's not a great effect. What are we on? East? Let's get down here. Okay, afterburners. I might even use the autopilot. That's dope. So we got 2 east. Oops. See if I can fly. Okay. Are there many planes that can tail stand? That not that many. Not that many. Most planes that can tail stand are jet fighters that have 2 engines and they have as afterburners. I'm gonna say I would couch that because F-16s have 1 engine and afterburners. They can't really tail stand. F-14s are a little too heavy. F-18s can do it. You know, and probably I think the newer planes can. This is an F5 and it's pretty light. It's considered a pretty light plane. So you could tail stand up to probably, I mean, it was starting to slow down there, but you could probably tail stand to about 20, maybe 15,000 feet. We tail standed up to 10,000 feet. I assume that you could realistically do that if you're willing to burn that much fuel. We had full afterburners on. But yeah, you can, because there are planes that can take out vertically, like the Osprey, and then go horizontal. But that's not it. This plane can go into a vertical state and then stay that way pretty much as long as you want. It does the air gets thinner as you get high up and you start slowing down, whatever. It won't accelerate forever, you know, because then you can go to outer space. Oh, it uses a lot of energy. Yeah, a lot of fuel, but we got a lot of fuel. So we got plenty of fuel. Okay, we're heading east. I want to set the autopilot here. So that way we can, we can always relax, play the guitar a bit, talk, see what's going on the YouTubes. Nobody's talking on the YouTubes today. Yesterday, somebody was talking a lot. I really liked the whole stream. They were really into it. And maybe they'll be back someday, you know. They probably will be. I'm going to go a little, okay, right, autopilot. So it's these controls here. Selected altitude. They're going to tell me what it is, though. Or synchronize to the current altitude. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Let's do this. All right, I want to set it to like a lot. All right, there we go. We'll eventually get there. Set it to a lot. Oh, we'll eventually get there. Okay, right there. That's plenty. All right. Set that vertical speed we don't care about. Heading though, we want to set that to 270 first, and then we're gonna speed Mach. What's speed Mach at? Can we change it? Not right now. All right, autopilot on. Heading select on. Altitude hold mode on. Alright. What is this? Vertical speed off. Turn that on. Auto throttle off. Perfect. Oh. Except I set the wrong thing. We want to go 90 was the heading. 90. What we set anywhere? There we go. Like, yeah, there we go. Sorry, wrong setting there. We're gonna go that direction. East, not west. All right. Okay. Whew. Now we got the autopilot. This is good because I'm trying to learn all the systems in this plane, including the autopilot systems. I don't use the AI pilot though, which is kind of a game thing that effectively puts a pilot in your seat that can do everything. I'm using the typical autopilot system that might actually be here. What's this here, by the way? HUD brightness. We got that on. We already played with the barometric versus radar altimeter the other time. Oh yeah, I forgot to use the chute when we landed. Chute. I'll probably forget this. But yeah, you can already see that is, we left Dublin about 3 minutes ago. And this continent that we're coming up, or, you know, landmass over here is the island of Great Britain. A different island. Entirely. And we're kind of heading, I think, more towards Liverpool. But it's a good 10-minute flight. It's a little faster, actually. As I mentioned, we got plenty of fuel. Yeah, there we go. We'll probably take the afterburner in. Well, the game has an AI pilot mode. It has nothing to do with the planes. The planes individually have very unique autopilot systems, if at all. Some have no autopilot. So using an AI pilot in a plane that has no autopilot is pretty much not good, in my opinion. Okay, what are we looking at? But this has an autopilot right here. And you can program, right, selected at altitude 20,900 feet. If we want to climb a little bit. Yeah, okay, all we have to do is select, say, 23,000 feet. And it will climb to that altitude, so you can really command it at a pretty high level. Landing gear, I'm just getting used to all this stuff. And then this doesn't really do anything. That's fine. This is normally where you kind of program in coordinates. And this auto throttle mode, we're not going to use it. Canopy eject, no. Please don't do that. We probably should have that on. We don't see any ice on our windshields. Okay. Well, some planes are being designed like I have this 18 rotor electric helicopter thing. It's like a giant drone that's designed to take people, and it only has 2 seats. So if there was a pilot in it, it'd be you and 1 passenger. It'd be much more. Are we overspeeding? It'd be much more appropriate. We're at Mach 8.2. What's the problem? Hold on, my thing. So there are planes that are kind of designed as kind of like a commuter, where you take it from the airport to a building, the top of a building that's your building destination. You know what I mean? A very short flight that's basically up a couple miles and then down. And these are designed, yes, to be automated, to be fully automated. Not as, you know what I mean? So there would be there are no controls in the plane that you need to operate. You just get in, you say, we're in, let's go. And it's like an elevator, except it's this drone with 18 rotors. It's electric. And I have it. It's really cool. I don't know if you've seen it. But, you know, the version that we have, you have to pilot it. But it's really fun. And also, it's great for, going in between the buildings in the buildings. And I was thinking about it today. I really want to get back to it. I don't know if I have it installed though. I gotta remember to reinstall it. All right, what's our speed? 305 knots. real fast. All right, I want to check my engine condition here. Hold on, one of these is going to help me do that. This one here. Okay, nozzles, percent open. That's cool. So the nozzles are 10, but you can go from 10 to 20. You can kind of see in the back how they're kind of constricted like that, the nozzles. That'll show dynamically. There's a meter here which shows what the nozzles are, and they'll open up and then close again. They'll open as you add more fuel, and then close it when you hit the afterburners. Oil pressure, fuel quantity, fuel flow rate, okay. Temperatures, that's in the good range. And RPM percent, that's basically 100%. Showing RPM, that's fine. Okay. I don't know what these are. Utility and flow. Interesting, there's a clock, that makes sense, they usually have that. Okay, vertical acceleration, all right. Well, this little thing here showing the radar is really cool because it's showing us, it's a radar sweep. I don't know if it's ever going to show anything in a sweep, but it's showing exactly what it would look like, where it's kind of strobing like that. I think if there are clouds, you'll start to see it. You don't really have that situation because of the weather situation. Maybe we should try that. We're going to try that. Let me do that because I'm curious. And that's the nature of it. If we turn weather back on, no, there's clouds. This is what it would look like. Realistically, there's never no clouds in the sky, especially this time of year. It looks a lot better, actually, from here. It's very realistic. What happened here? Why were these altitude? Oh. Interesting. We're losing altitude because when I turned the weather on, the barometric pressure changed from summer pressure to winter pressure, and that affects where I set the altitude at a barometric pressure. Suddenly, the barometric pressure changed because I changed the weather conditions. So suddenly, the plane had to make a very sudden move, and it went from 23,000 to 21,000 by the GPS altitude. In other words, we went down because now I haven't yet compensated with my barometer for the actual barometer. Don't worry about it, but I was just confusing me for a second. It's actually very realistic that it would do that if for some reason the barometric pressure magically changed. I think. Oh, we're gonna head east a little bit here. What's our heading here? So we're off the coast of the UK, of the United Kingdom. And down there somewhere is Liverpool. Well, further up. But we get there. Close. We're actually pretty close. It's not going to take that long at the speed. It's right kind of where those dots are. But it's nice to kind of travel somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I have a train simulator game, and it would probably be fun to play Train Simulator for the same reason that this is kind of fun. It's kind of relaxing to drive a train. And then the trains, once you get them going, you're just looking at the scenery for long periods of time. So you want to interact with people. One reason why I wouldn't want to play Train Simulator as a primary streaming game is that nobody watches. There's no category interest at all. Like right now, there's 2,600 people watching the Flight Simulator, according to this, the Flight Simulator category on Twitch. And that's not very many, because there's like 8 million watching Fortnite or whatever, right? It's not very many, but at least it's something. Potentially one of those 2,600 viewers might be interested in watching my Flight Simulator stream, whereas that would never happen if I played Train Simulator. So for any kind of visibility at all, it's a better game is Flight Simulator, because it is actually played. And, they've been keeping it going, and they have like events like that Dune ornithopter download, stuff like that. So yeah, this time when we land, we're gonna land somewhere. But this time when we land, I want to try to remember to use the drogue chute because it's over here. It's a little tricky to operate. Maybe there's a button I can assign to on my pad here. Is that because I have smoke on, or is that just, you know, exhaust? I don't even know. I might have turned smoke on. Let's see. Yeah. Nope, you got to fix it. I think I still have smoke on. One of these might also be smoke. Alright, so now we're flying over towards the Liverpool area. And, it's right up here. What is that grid of dots down there doing? Ooh, grid of dots. That might be a wind. Actually, no, that's not a grid of dots. I think those are turbines. All right, let's turn the autopilot off and do the shenanigans. Yeah, they're wind turbines. Cool. I thought they were like some kind of grid error on the flight simulator. Oh, there's Euro train simulator. There's a US train simulator. There's a lot of simulators in general, but that's actually one of the more popular ones. But now that we get closer, there was not grid error on my flight simulators. A grid of you know, coastal wind turbines. This is quite famous, I believe. This is really like the biggest offshore wind farm, I think. All right, let's head to Liverpool. What are we at? 10,000 feet. All right, let's keep going down. Keep going down. It looks like it's a nice day in Liverpool, unlike Dublin, where it was. Yeah, no, it's a huge. It's amazing. It's a great idea. You know, out in the middle of nowhere, effectively. I mean, it's audacious. People are like, it's gotta hurt the sea life, does it? Well, there's more over there. They're like all over. You need a lot of them. But yeah, it's like generating a lot of power for free, really. No carbon emissions. No fossil fuels. But imagine, due to corrosion, they don't last forever out there. Anything that moves is going to be hit by sea. See, we're going to land over at this Air Force Base after we check out Liverpool. What do we got down here? There's some land over there. Yeah, there's like a whole, but they go way out there. There's that group, but there's much further. You can't really see from here detail-wise, but I bet there's like 500 or more. No, this is fine. It's fun that Friday I can do kind of a little bit of a longer stream, so we'll be flying for like an hour, and then we'll do, maybe 45 minutes of guitar playing. That'll be fun. And then I'll get on with my weekend, start with my weekend. Not that I'm doing anything particular today. Tomorrow it should be fun. Okay, so you get a two-for. You get Dublin and Liverpool. And we'll fly over the where all the Beatles grew up. I don't know. Probably not. Okay. I love all the names of all the little towns. Birkenhead, Wallasey, Morton, Greasby, Barnston, Everton, Thornton, Waterloo, Kirkby, Knowsley, Halewood. You know what I mean? It has a certain consistent idiocy to it. Lunacy, excuse me. All right, we flew over not the English Channel, but the Irish Channel. I guess I don't know what it's called though. It must have a name, you know, between Ireland and Great Britain, or England, excuse me. Okay, well, if you want to know what the Royal Liver Building is like, gosh, are you in for a treat. Because we are literally going to skim the top of that. This is today's weather, by the way. It's nice there today. Boop. It's got a clock on it. It says 10 after 10. I don't believe it. That's okay. It's still, look at, like, it's got nice, it's got like, those are pelicans on the top. Cool. You can tell they're giant pelicans. Bloody seabirds. Okay, that's the Liver Building of Liverpool. Oh, there's a stadium. Stop what we're doing. Stadiums. At least it's not showing me the satellite map for these buildings. Let's check how their stadium looks. Once again, it will be European football. Or football. Or, I don't know what you want to call it, soccer. You can see from the way the field is laid out. Pretty. This one looks like it has the roof that slides over. This is definitely a sliding roof. You can tell from it has sets of shingles there. Two, looks like two on each side. That's wild though, how easily you can see the mechanism. Or that, you know, oh, it's a slider. Which you'd want. Oh, here's another one. Okay. So they got, like, that looks like an older one. And the new one's over there. That's wild looking. It's a nice looking. They almost died, by the way. Well, you know what I mean. All right, there you go. It's time to land. All right, we're going to scope out this runway. We're going to land. We're going to try to remember to use the chute. Darn it. Because I paid extra. Excuse me, cheers. I paid extra for a plane that comes with a drogue chute for landing. But I believe you have to activate it manually. It'd be nice if you could set it and it would go automatically when you land it. I don't think it works that way, although maybe it does. Maybe I just haven't tried it. It's this thing here. It just says in. But then you got to twist it and pull it to get it out. It's a little tricky to get out. All right, we're gonna go to the airbase and land our firecraft. I haven't been to the new stadium now. Where I live in the Bay Area, our stadium would be the 49ers play in Santa Clara. I haven't been there. I haven't actually been there. It's been around for like 8 or 9 years now. Not too far from me. It's probably about an hour drive to get to that stadium. A much closer stadium is Oakland. So neither the Raiders nor the Oakland A's play in Oakland anymore. But that would have been very convenient. I could take the BART I could have taken the BART train. Dude, is this Air Force Base here? I could have taken a BART train to Oakland Stadium. That would have been really convenient. Seen the Raiders. Okay, Woodville Air Base. Okay, that looks like the long runway there. So that's the one we're going to land on. Are we calling them up? Nah, it'll be a surprise. They'll love it. But we could do a stadium tour of California stadiums too. You know, my nearby stadiums. They're not that exciting looking from here. Some of these really look cool. All right, slow down the engines. Slow your roll engines. You don't need that much excitement. Give us partial flaps, and that's good. Now we can think about dropping the gear. Drop the gear. There it comes. Make our turn. Whoop. Make our turn. Whoops. Oh, we're fine. A little faster. The rate flaps that, we're good. I just had my nose pitched too high there. Alright, there we go. There we go. Full flaps. Alright, so I gotta get ready to pull the drogue chute. If we can even get us on the ground. Because I forgot, it doesn't have reversers. This is what it looks like from here. This is what it looks like from here. I'm going to use our HUD. We're going to put our little thing right down there. That little thing with a 3 that looks has a ball with 3 things up, right, and left, but no bottom. Then the W is showing us where we're going to go. It's kind of interesting, but you can see what your attitude is by seeing the difference between the W and the ball. It's true. All right, we got to get the drag chute out. Shoot in. Come on, give me the chute. Drag. There it goes. Finally. It takes. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I really like it. I mean, I like it. But I got it out. All right, and it disappears when you go slow enough. And we can open this up. And this is this thing here. I'll show you. I'm not going to go to the parking spot, but I'll show you. It didn't open. It's got this interlock where it only wants to open when you're literally stopped, which is good. We'll stop here, and then you'll see. Now it'll open. It's got this cool opening mechanism. Very unique. I'm gonna close it again so you can see. Where is it now? Is it up here? Oh, no. It's here. Open, close. So it kind of turns and then, first it pops up and then it goes like that. Here, maybe you can see if we do this. Oops, that's not what I want to do. You see, it kind of goes up and then back. Sexy. All right, that's it for the Flight Simulator stream. Okay, that's all you get for today. Tomorrow, we're gonna fly a much less sophisticated plane. Oh yeah, it does have the air brakes down. You can tell they're at the bottom, and they must have come out automatically. My question is, can I retract them? SF clean. Does that retract those? Does this SF clean? What are these? Oh, okay. The drogue chute causes the air brakes to come down. How do you open it? Oh, I guess I can't do it now. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get used to this. What is the problem with this? Okay, so if it's in and I click it, okay, it just I don't have to do it multiple times. It's in, fine. These go up. It's out. Those go down. And then it comes out and loses. All right, I'm learning some stuff about the details of how that drogue system works. Because, I mean, that's the best part of landing right there. All right, let me see if I can get a quick screenshot here. Because I do like the NASA livery. Some trees in the background, I guess. All right, hold on. A little further back. There we go. Yeah, all right. There we go. I'm just collecting screenshots here. Alrighty. So the next thing is going to be a 5-minute break, followed by guitar stuff. So I'll see you then. Hello. Can you hear me now? Yeah, you can. Wow. Okay. What about this here? Can I hear myself? Yeah, pretty much. A little bit here. Play with my levels a bit. Yeah, it is a guitar day. I'm pretty sure I played piano yesterday, but I cannot guarantee it. You know, the days go by pretty quickly. I'm supposed to alternate, and I can pretty much guarantee you some days I'm not going to alternate. You know, I'll be like, I played piano yesterday, but I didn't. You know, I don't. It'll just be forgetfulness. I was telling my friend earlier today online. She was talking about how she's like doing the wrong stuff. Oh, my friend Milo, she was making eggs and she accidentally cracked an egg into the garbage can. And I was saying, yeah, the other day I sat down to eat with something that just, like, I don't know, mac and cheese or whatever. And I was like, oh, I need a fork. So I went to get a fork and I got a fork and I sat down and started eating. I realized I'd gotten a knife instead of a fork. The egg thing? I occasionally mess up and get it onto the counter, I would say, but I don't ever crack the egg directly into the garbage. I'm not sure what she was thinking there. She had more eggs. But that's interesting there. Let me see if I can adjust this camera a bit here. Now, I'm changing around all my settings. All my camera settings. I kind of like it a little dark. It's a little dark in here. It's kind of a cloudy day out. Cracked an egg into the recycling bin. That is funny because literally the same thing happened to me, and I was like, okay, well, I've never done that, but I say sitting down to eat your mac and cheese or whatever, and suddenly you realize you have a knife and no fork, and you just got a fork, but you didn't. You know what I mean? I wasn't happy about that. I'll be more careful in the future. I would just put my camera a little bit. This is not a brightness issue. It's purely I want to put this, make it so that this is, let's see what I want to do here. A little further down. No, other way. I just want to do it like that, right? Yeah, oh, much better. Okay. I'll just do that now. Yes, got it. Very good. Yeah, so let's say welcome to the second half of today's stream, which we do on a daily basis. And I hope you're having a nice Friday. I'm having a lovely one. Pretty much done with the work for the day, I think. Maybe another email or two, but nothing of import. Oh, you'll see. And then on to the weekend. It's supposed to be a dreary weekend, rainy. Nothing really exciting going on with me. Probably cooking here on Saturday night. So, by the way, usually when I do a guitar stream, I talk a bit about the guitar, but I didn't change my guitar this time, so I could repeat what I said 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure it was a guitar stream 2 days ago, and I played the same guitar. Hey, I like this guitar. All right, Les Paul, made in America, Gibson Studio, Gibson Les Paul Studio. I usually go on and on about how it's roughly 16-ish. Although two of them are having need I need a little have to get the soldering iron for two of them. They're a little under the weather. I'm looking forward to that. And not all of them are electric guitars. There's a nylon string guitar. There's an acoustic 12-string guitar. Oh, and there's a bass 4-string bass guitar, which I played before on stream. We'll play again. Well, about 16. I've got one in the office. So that's not around here. But I still have it. Too many, but it's just the right number, I think. They're all different. Hey, Donnie. It's doing really good. Treat me nice. What did that say? I have a bot filtering out all that stuff. Oh yeah, I know what it is. I just don't see the result of it here. I can do this. Hold on, give me a second. I'm curious. One drawing here. It won't take very long. I have an unfiltered version here. I'm just curious what it said. I think. Oh, it might be followed. Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't show in the history either. Don't worry about it. It's not that important, but I don't get to see it. Yeah, it's a bot. What I have is I'm using Better TTV to filter out pretty much everything those bots ever say. You guys don't want to hear from them most of the time. I have one browser that doesn't have that, so I can turn that browser on when I want to see them. They don't show up in the history. We're gonna do first song because I like to do it. I think Donnie likes it if he likes it. Is that that Floyd song? See if it still works. The technology still works. The only one I can really Floyd song we can really pull off here. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Pause. Wait a minute. What happened? Pause. Full screen. Switch to. Wait, no, don't full screen yet. talking to myself here. Switch to the mixer. Full screen. All right, and then switch to this view. And now, there you go. Absolutely request a song, but I don't do too many requests. I'm probably not in the mood today, but for future, you know. I might, you never know. You're always welcome to request, even if you don't ask first. Oh, there you go. So far, because I'm so bad. If I were good, they would. So you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain, and you tell the green love playing that song too. It is one of the best songs ever. Absolutely, no doubt. But I think Behind Blue Eyes is up there. Is up there for me too. You know. So, Thank you, Johnny. That's it's easy. You know, it's easy. I got backing tracks there. You know, but no, and it's not easy. But it's just something that's fun. I love doing it, so I don't care. What did you guys say? I'll do that every time. I'm more comfortable. Oof. I play the piano better than the guitar, but the comfort level after this so many years is the exact same. It's just as comfortable to sitting down and play guitar as a piano. They're different, but they're just as comfortable. I mean, you know, it's like putting on a different set of gloves every day that you interchange every day and say, well, which are the more comfortable one? Well, they're both been worn in for years. You know what I mean? They're going to be real comfortable gloves by that time. So I can say with confidence exactly the same. Because I've been playing guitar and piano almost the same amount of time. Really? Yeah, about almost the same amount of time. I started a little more seriously on classical piano. And Bach, Beethoven, sonatas, and that stuff. But I played around with acoustic guitar when I was really young, like 9 or 10 years old. Interesting thought though, because I can do something well, maybe I should teach other people to do it, but I don't know how to learn how to do this. I don't know how to teach someone else how to do it. And people ask a lot, what should I, you know, you look good, you look like you can play that, well, how do I get to your level? I don't know. I never really took many classes, so how giving a class would be problematic for me since I don't know what they're like. What classes are like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, the most interesting thing is theory to be taught. I think what's called music theory. I did take some music theory classes a long time ago, but I wouldn't want to give them. They're bored. They're not that interesting, and you sure wouldn't want to see one demonstrated and under the live music category. But no, we're not going to live music today. Today we'll have a lecture on theory. Okay, let's look at the chord structures of it. There's a 1, 4, 5, and the mixolydian. If you had to tonic the same scale, but a different scale would result in it. You know, that would be a real interesting stream. Yeah, there you go. Let's listen to 1-1. Just get an instrument, play an hour a day, do it for at least a year. You'll see some improvement, but who knows, you know? Or you may decide to throw in the dumpster, but at least commit to some amount of time spent with an instrument, a musical instrument. How you doing, science? All right, we're gonna do this one. No one knows what it's like be the bad man, be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like be hated, to be fated, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours all lonely. Love is vengeance, never free. I'll check it out. No one knows what it's like. Feel these feelings like I do, and I blame you. No one bites back as hard. Their anger, none of my pain and woe can't show through. Yes, my conscience seems to me. The hours. Oh, I love his vengeance. It's never free. When my fist touches, crack it open before I use it, lose my cool. When I smile, please tell me a bad news, for I laugh and act like a fool. If I swallow anything evil, put your fingers down by the road. If I shiver, please give me a blanket. Keep me warm and let me wear your coats. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. It's not a really hard song to play either. And just to keep it going, you know, the song I probably played every time for the last in the guitar streams. You know what it's gonna be. You guys know what's coming up, right? I don't think I need the lyrics anymore, but we're gonna find out. I think I got them. I did my best to notice as the call came down the line, up to the platform of surrender. I was brought, but I was kind. And sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door. Close your eyes, clear your heart. Gotta cut the cord. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? Pay my respects to grace and virtue. Send my condolences to good. Give my regards to faith and romance. They always did the best they could. And some long to devotion. You taught me everything I know. Say goodbye, wish me well. You gotta let me go. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? Will your sister be alright if you dream of home tonight? There is no message we're receiving. Let me know, is your heart still beating? Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? Are we human? Are we dancer? It's like a whole solo and repeat. These are great songs. I try to not do crappy songs, you know, occasionally, you know, if I really. Must be your skin. I'm sinking in. Must be for real. Now I can feel. I didn't mind. It's not my kind. It's not my time to wonder why everything goes white and everything's gray. Now you're here and now you're away. I don't want this. Remember that. I'll never forget you where you're at. Don't let the days roll by. Glycerine. Glycerine. Leave it alone. I'm alone all the time. Are you at one or do you lie? We live in a wheel where everyone feels and steals, but when we rise, it's like strawberry fields. If you treated me bad, you bruised my face. Couldn't love me anymore, you got a beautiful taste. Don't let the days roll by. What good or bad news you're on you? I couldn't change, so I wanted to. Should have been easier by three. Our old friends fear and you and me. Glycerine. Needed you more, but I wanted us less. Could not kiss, just regress. It might just be pure and simple and plain. Well, that's just fine, that's just one of my names. Don't let the days roll by. What could have been easier on you, Glycerine. 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 Oh, that was fun. I mean, those are fun songs. That's the other one I do. I'm not going to sing this one. It's one practice the melody. All right, you heard it here today. I'm going to learn some other REM tunes besides Driver 8, and I'm going to be playing those really soon because I'm getting a little sick of Driver 8, but REM is my other favorite band, right? I mean, on keyboard, my favorite band is for like complex jazzy tunes. It's actually Steely Dan, pretty much, in that genre. But for guitar songs, REM. that's where I go. I mean, obviously there's a lot of others that are still playable, but still have a great hook to them. All the other Green Day also has great hooks to their songs that makes you kind of easy to play. So I should make it a deal with you guys. I'm going to learn at least 3 more REM songs, and we'll put Drive Air in the back seat. We'll do Losing Your Lid. We'll do whatever needs to be done. I just need to practice them a bit, or on stream, before I want to play them on stream. So at least 3 other REM songs, and at least 2 Green Day songs, which I normally play. Do you have the time? Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those erotic customers. We'll rule it to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. I've been having enough. I think I'm having am I just paranoid? I went to a whore who said my life's a bore. She said that lack of sex is bringing me down. I went to a whore. I remember those lyrics. Those I would have to look at. But I think there's a couple other Green Day songs I could do besides that one, which that one's pretty much memorized. Not very hard. All right, so I got to get off the stream and do some other stuff. Maybe check some more of my work just for any last minute mails I might have gotten. Hey, Giorgio, you're catching on right when I'm going off the stream here. But I do want to say a couple things before I go off the stream entirely here. Which is thanks for hanging around. I hope you had a lovely day. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will be doing the very similar things tomorrow. Let me oh, that feels good. As I like to say right around the end of the show, I like to, think of myself as somebody who puts on, oh yeah, I'll raid you. Are you online? Oh yeah, let me know, because are you online now? Get online now. Are you live? Ah, okay, I'll raid you in a second. I'm going to raid Giorgio in a second. Stick around for Giorgio. He likes to do the jet simulator things. Okay, hold on a second. So I want to do something here. We're going to do this. See if this work. Does this work? And then I can do face cam. Oh, see, I can click a button. I don't have to touch anything. I double click an icon and it resets to, so my music playing position is here. And then I switch to this thing, and then then I can click this button here. But it doesn't. At least it doesn't do it automatically. But it gets to that. And it's one camera, and it's not physically moving, but it's zooming itself automatically, and it does that smoothly. I like it. So that's why I changed cameras. Hopefully it'll work. It did not freeze at all. So I like to say that I do a show. I got to do it quickly here. I do a show like the Carol Burnett show, except instead of Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, Lyle Wagner, and the incomparable Vicki Lawrence, you get none of those people. You also don't get Carol Burnett, but you do get me doing this. I'm so glad we had this chance together, just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems to just get started, and before we know it, comes the time we have to say so long. She did that too, so she did the earlobe thing. It was her and her grandmother had a secret code. And so this was her communicating to her grandmother. This was in the 70s, okay? But it became a thing that people were doing back then. So that's what I mean by the Carol Burnett show. See you guys maybe tomorrow, and we're going to raid. I'm going to do this. We're going to raid. Raid Giorgio the Man right now. So stick around for his stream if you can. I'll stick around for a second, but then I'm gonna go head off to some. I just get to do some things around the house. All right, get ready in a few seconds. Face cam only. There you go. Face cam only. All right, see you next time.